There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves facing Montreal. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards is out there with Russell. Then there's Towns. Then it's Culver. And it's Vanderbilt in at power forward. In long-range shooting, a strength for both of these teams, Brent. What was the best shooting team you were ever a part of?
Well, Kevin, I had an opportunity to play in Seattle, and the teammates that I suited up for at that time was Ray Allen, Rashard Lewis, Luke Ridenour. That's a lot of firepower from the three-point line. Not much defense, and that's me, but a lot of three-point firepower. Again, Russell able to dance behind the screen, and once he's able to set you up like that, it's over.
And it's Green missing. To the middle, here's Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Poole, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And Edwards with the stuff.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Russell passes to Towns. Green with the block. Here's the break. Here's Poole. Montreal again missing. And stolen by Jang. Now Montreal moving it up. And the wide open shot from Green. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Well, that is what he does, just deadly beyond the arc. Green is one of those guys you cannot afford to leave for a second.
Dinwiddie against Russell. Shoots the three. Minnesota gets it back at a new shot clock of 14 seconds. Launches a three. And another three for Montreal.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Now, here is Russell. He has 5. Dinwiddie with the steal. Jang dishes to Dinwiddie. And Jang kicks to Dinwiddie. And another three for Montreal.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
And it's a completely new group for Montreal. That one falls. Russell's got 7. And here's Montreal. Here's Brissett. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaden McDaniels. Montreal shooting their first foul shots of the night here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. To the paint, here's Reed. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
Here's Brissett. Outside Rondo. That's tipped. Out to Brooks. Here's Jackson with the three. Nailed from three-point land.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Minnesota with the ball. It's a three-point game. Down low, here's a Kogi. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And that one, good.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Took him no time at all on that one. He's got 9.
Well, he changes speeds so well, so when D'Lo shows off the quickness, That shot can come from just about anywhere.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Noel. Brissett grabs the miss.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
For Montreal, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. From deep, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Montreal with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what you've seen from Montreal, guys, what do you think?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
They've got Jackson. Also, Rajon Rondo out there, and it's Roby in at center. And for Minnesota, they've got McDaniels, and it's Reed in at the center position. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Okogie. Brooks covering. Puts it up from 12. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Reed's got his second bucket of the night. Brissett passes to Roby. Some nice passing by Montreal here. Jackson from long range. A rebound by the Timberwolves. There's the pass to McDaniels. Off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on D'Angelo Russell. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And that one's good. Towns.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
Towns, and that's going to be a travel. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Montreal. Montreal leading by 7. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Count that one.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Noel to the inside, and he banks in the layup. Vanderbilt's got his first bucket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Jacks up a 3. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
And the Timberwolves call time. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Cool. Off target from outside. Timberwolves trail by 8. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. And Montreal making a change here. Brooks checked in to the paint. Here's Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots. Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And he gets the bucket. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him.
And D'Lo has shown that he has an extreme amount of confidence and offensive ability in this league. It's just a matter of finding the right environment.
Here's what Montreal's going with right now. Brissett's checked in, and it's Jackson in for Green. Daniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. Count that bucket. Edwards got 8 points.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Rondo gets the bucket.
Better outside when he gets into a rhythm or when he gets his feet set. Rondo's smart at knowing when to fire.
And so we conclude the first half. Montreal ahead, up by 7. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. Well, for Montreal. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
The three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working.
And that does it for our halftime show.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for Montreal, Ilyasova out there with Green. Then it's Gorgui Dieng, and it's Poole in at the 2 spot. That one's good, and the Montreal lead is cut back down to 7 after the points coming from Russell. Here's Poole. Yes, that goes in. He's got 7.
There's so much experience behind the game of Ersan Ilyasova. That's just a smart pass.
Here is Edwards. 8 points for him. Pass to Vanderbilt. Dishes it to Russell. Clock at 6. And the rejection by Jang. And he's able to get it back. And they're able to recover. Montreal leading by 9. Here's Dinwiddie. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Bounce pass, Russell. Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Montreal. Jang's got his 4th rebound in this one. Poole, the pass to Dinwiddie. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Culver. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Out to the right wing. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Dinwiddie's got 8 points in the quarter.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Russell. It's rebounded by Montreal. Zhang's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. That'll put Rajon Rondo on the line. That one is on Towns. McDaniels, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Pass to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Dinwiddie drives in, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Dinwiddie's got 18 points.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Now here's Dinwiddie. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Dinwiddie's got 20.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Here's Russell. Banked in off the glass. Russell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Russell certainly has the makeup of a high-volume scorer. We've seen it before, and we might be seeing it again.
Rondo, good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
That one goes in.
Love to see this from Russell, as he's one of the league's most gifted passers.
And so it's Montreal. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We come back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Culver. He's out there with McDaniels. And it's Edwards in at the 2 guard. Now here's Edwards. Noel passes to Reed, and the layup's good off the glass. Reed's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Timberwolves. Here's Roby, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. And Montreal leads by 15.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Stolen by Jackson. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Culver. Roby with the rebound. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Montreal. Jackson with it. Picked up by Edwards. Jackson kicks to Rondo. The offensive rebound. Back to Jackson. Three-pointer, Brooks. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Now here's Green after D'Angelo Russell's miss, and Green gets it to go.
Sensing he had the defender just a bit off balance there, Green pulls the string on the drive, knocks it down.
Russell with a wide open look, and once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And that one good.
Ilyasova will throw his body around, and he takes the contact and still finishes.
Minnesota calls timeout, and Brent, many players said shooting in the bubble was easier. What's your take on that?
Well, I appreciate you asking me the question, Kevin. I thought about that a lot as I was watching the playoffs last season, and I thought two things. One, familiar sight lines. You're going to the same gym to see the same rims over and over and over, and then maybe the extenuating circumstances of no crowd. So feeling like you're in an empty gym, one that you practice in, maybe that leads to more confidence. And we saw the numbers go up for a lot of guys, and we saw the scoring also go up. So maybe those two factors contributed to that.
And so it's Montreal now. Jaren Grant missing his last shot, and the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The free throw drops for House. Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Montreal.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win. Boy, that has to be a relief, ending a 14-0 run by Montreal.
Here's Jackson, and the shot goes in.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now, here's Grant. Basket counts.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Caldwell Pope for three. And Lehman pulls it down. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Grant leading the charge. Here's Allen. And there it is for him.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Marjanovic finds Caldwell Pope. Right at the free throw line. No good on that one. So we see Montreal get the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we